Not quite ready for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking.
Okay, yeah, we're recording
Okay,
now live. So this is going to all the folks who are kind of watching this thread.
you can do an intro.
Yeah, basically we had a question come up. I think it was Fred and a couple of other guys um, about the golden. Can we go back to that? See, it's called the golden. There's a function in Domain Web Studio Professional. I don't know if it's in Light.
It's in both.
Oh, it's in. Okay, I apologize. Under Business Rules and Filters, the question was about the golden niche
Identifier.
identifier and how to use it. See, there's a default that's set for everyone. And there is a process whereby Sue and Matt talk about how to choose the top level silo, competing pages amount, and so on and so forth. So you will have need to have done that first. But I'm just going to let Matt and Sue talk about how to properly use that golden niche identifier and clear up any confusions you might have about that automatically being a silo or something, because it's not. And so I just really want you guys to understand that. So go ahead, you guys.
Okay, sure. The definition of the golden niche identifier, the core function, is basically what it does is it looks for low competing pages and a high return on investment. So i.e. your revenue that you make monthly is over a certain threshold. So the default set to 100,000 competing pages phrase match, and the profit margin is basically anything over $1,000 a month. And if the keyword fits within that range, it flags the golden star. And this is good if you're looking for important keywords that are tied to your market, to the
Right.
trends in the market.
Can you show me that? Okay, so that's the golden star right there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think that's terribly obvious unless you read the manual. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Go ahead.
So there's two ways of looking at this. If you're drilling into a data set and you're looking for little niche type websites, if you're doing affiliate things or you want to target something that can make you money with not too much competition, then the golden niche identifier facilitates that type of train of thought. Alternatively, if you've done your ICNA and you're looking at the trends in the market, then if those keywords resonate with what you're talking about, those are keywords you want to move higher up in your structure. Would you like to speak a bit more about that, Sue?
Sure. So there's two things that cross my mind when I see a golden niche. And one is I want to make sure that I include those in my website if it's relevant to the pains that I'm addressing in my website. And the other thing is I might opt to promote it. So let's just look at this. The way that I currently have my structure set up, where credit bureau would be a silo, and check credit free might be a potential category, and down here credit score ranges is a potential supporting article. If I've just been over in core and I know that credit score ranges is a real pain point, everybody wants to know what that is, nobody can find the information, then I might decide that this should be promoted up out of the depths of my website and actually become a silo. In other words, it ends up on that silo menu so that no matter what page you land on my website, you're going to see the link to that particular concept.
Right, and let me just slow you down for a second for everybody watching. Cora, we're really talking about our pain finder application. So she's saying that if it suddenly elevates itself to a high pain status. I think the main question that was happening, Sue, in the forums and everywhere else was, but you've already selected what your silo is if you followed the steps that we gave them. How do you move something to silo status that only qualifies in the business decision rules as a supporting article?
Oh, it's simple. I just click on this and add it to my blueprint.
And I add it. So it'll be added as a silo in the right location, even if it's flagged with that flag item as
right. Right. This is just suggestion.
Okay. That's the only confusion.
You're not bound to that.
Yep.
You can determine that the system doesn't lock you down saying no, you can't put into a silo. So you can have the freedom to move things.
All right. Well, you just answered the question because that's not that was the main question that everybody had.
Okay. So let me just change this a little bit. So right now we've got this. We're looking at this and we're saying, in order to meet the criteria of a golden niche identifier, the default is 100,000 pages, and I'm going to make $1,000 a month out of it once I'm ranked.
Right.
Yeah, based on my rules. Now, if I'm not making very much money per sale, then to make $1,000, that's quite a steep accomplishment for a keyword.
Right. So that's why it's flagged with a star.
Right. So I might say, hey, I'm okay. I want to see all the golden stars if they just made me $500.
Yep, I got
right?
you. Okay.
And so I'm going to update this. And just a minute ago, when we were set at 1,000, I only had 3 golden niches on this screen. And so now if I set this down to 500, you see 2 more have popped up.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So that's how adjusting that's going to make a difference.
No, you've
on your
totally
screen.
answered the question. The blocking point was somewhere out there in all the forums and the thousands of people kind of watching our videos and stuff. There's this idea that you can't, they're very stuck on the rigid nature of the silo, and if their business decision rules have been set previously based on the PageRank system you showed them, that they
Right.
can't upgrade. And we have not talked a lot about when and how you should upgrade from something from an SA to a S. And so
Right.
what we're really saying here is when you follow our members only site area and you start using Pain Finder, which pulls questions from Quora, and there's a bunch of pain around something, and it may not quite be or at all be silo status within our business decisions rule, you can override. It's called an override. And you can take that supporting article and jump it up to a silo landing page, which we cover in our video website, Silo Architecture course, and everywhere else. So thank you guys. You've really cracked, I think, what the problem was, and I didn't want to kind of address it until I checked with you.
Awesome. Thanks, Russell.
Thanks, guys. Let me just go ahead and shut
Thanks,
this.
Russ.
You're welcome.